Dr. Juice here. In this video, I'm going to be going over INTJs versus ENTJs. This video will be good for you if you're having trouble deciding which one you are, or you just want to develop a better understanding of one or the other. First, let's look at some of their similarities. They have a strong attraction to facts and evidence. They like direct, straightforward communication that gets to the point. Sometimes they see social rules or sugarcoating as a hindrance to this communication. They have an attraction to standardized procedures. This is to make things more efficient for themselves and others. They're both natural at grasping abstract theories and general ideas. They have a strong sense or vision of where a project might be headed in the future or where they want that project to be. They can have novel and powerful insights into events and situations. So those are the similarities. Now let's go over the differences. The ENTJ is very focused on external results and action. Act now, think later. A partial plan now is better than a complete plan later. When you're talking to ENTJs, the presence of their strong personality is immediately apparent. It's clear they're focused on what's going on around them. Conversely, INTJs aren't always aware of what's going on around them. You may see them in their heads as if they're in a different place in time, imagining and observing the changing landscape of their inner world. What's going on in their head? Who knows? But if you're lucky enough, they might just share it with you. So, the INTJ is very much attracted to staying in their inner world, developing and building their ideas as much as they can. The ENTJ, on the other hand, is anxious to put things into action and doesn't want to stay in their head for too long of a time. Now, the ENTJ has a rich and imaginative inner world as well. It can give them insights and is a huge aid to them strategy-wise. But it doesn't have as strong of an influence. Rarely will you see ENTJs out of touch with what's going on around them. Now let's look at some of the differences brought on by introverted feeling and extroverted sensing, the tertiary and inferior functions. INTJs have a stronger sense of their moral values, and their introverted feeling acts as a sort of helper to their extroverted thinking. ENTJs, on the other hand, their introverted feeling can kind of act against their extroverted thinking. This is why they can sometimes feel like they have to overcompensate for this or pay extra attention to their introverted feeling and their moral values. The difference with extroverted sensing works the same way. INTJs have extroverted sensing as their inferior function. ENTJs have extroverted sensing as their tertiary function, so ENTJs have no trouble seizing and living in the present moment. INTJs, on the other hand, may find it difficult to live in the present moment for any lengthy period of time. They might also find it difficult to pay attention to their physical reality. At times, they may try to overcompensate for this and act impulsively or obsess over small details. There's one big misconception people have about introversion and extroversion. You see, ENTJs, because they have extroverted thinking as their dominant function, just want to be rational most of the time, pushing forward their judgments and just being serious. As you can imagine, this makes them not all that attracted to social situations, at least compared to some of the other types. So they might be serious all the time and not really want to socialize that much, and consequently an ENTJ might mistype themselves for an INTJ. Subscribe for more MBTI videos. Leave me a message or send me a comment if you have any questions or suggestions.